Hey, so this world is going to be the world in which we find Minecraft's rarest structure, the monolith. And don't worry if you don't know what that is yet, I didn't either until I started researching for this video. In fact, nobody I've even asked seems to know what a monolith is, including some of the smartest and most knowledgeable Minecraft players I know.
Quick fire question, Guy. What's the rarest structure in Minecraft?
And what are we planning to do when we find this monolith? We're going to build our base on top of it. Because, I can't lie, that is a crazy flex. I bet you don't have one of these, do you, mate?
A monolith? No, I don't.
Now, this elusive structure only spawns in the very oldest versions of the game, hence why everything looks a little bit older than normal. I can't believe this is where Minecraft started. It looks so weird, but yet so familiar. And even though the older version has its restrictions... Oh, wait. I literally can't sprint. We'll also be able to use glitches, exploits, and completely broken game mechanics that we definitely can't use in modern versions of Minecraft to our advantage throughout this mission. Now, I actually spent some time scavenging around on Google and ChatGPT looking for information about these monoliths that could maybe help us find one. However, I failed to really get any solid answers. And even on YouTube, the only sightings of this structure were either just regular chunk errors or looked completely fake. There was actually only one video I found that really gave me anything to go off at all.
The structure in front of me is not a chunk error. It's not some bug within Java. This is an actual structure that will actually generate. If I had to guess, the chances of something like this happening at random are 1 in trillions. And to my knowledge, it has never been seen before,
yeah,
ever.
To be honest, I kind of wish I had never watched that video now. Because all it really told us is that we stand absolutely no chance of finding one of these things. Or so I thought. Because if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I have no life at all. It takes 6 years to find? Pfft, that's nothing. Especially when I'm on a mission to have the rarest world in the history of Minecraft. And that all starts with finding a monolith, aka Minecraft's rarest structure, because as I said, I want to build our base on top of it. Because how are we supposed to claim we've got the rarest world in Minecraft history if we don't have the rarest base, right? But obviously, finding one of these things is not going to be a straightforward process. And that might still be quite the understatement, to be honest. Oh, I have really messed this house up, haven't I? I cannot put a door... I can put a door there. What just happened to the block? What? Why does the door sound like that? Oh, wait, we don't even get XP from it. Wait, there isn't even an XP bar. Okay, yeah, this is gonna take some getting used to. Now, how do we make a bed in this version? Let's see. Oh, okay, not the normal way, apparently. What? Okay, well, this? No, this? What did I just see? What? Wool armor? Or is this leather armor, but made out of wool? I'm very confused. Yeah, something you may notice with this version is that even though it is Minecraft and it's, you know, most of it is basically still the same, there are some few weird differences that just aren't a thing anymore. And honestly, I mean, I never used to play this version. This was way before even I played this game. So all of this is completely new to me too, and we're going to stumble on a lot of weird things. Especially because each video we're going to go up a new version until eventually we're on the newest version and we've basically got all of these completely rare and illegal items. Or in this case, I guess, the rarest structure. Well, you know what? Since this is old Minecraft, we're going to do the classic old Minecraft strat, which, of course, is start a mine in our own house, because I'm too scared to go outside, and I don't want to die. Yeah, that's right. I went on a mining expedition in my own house. Look, is it questionable? Probably. But did we actually find anything from it? No, we didn't. Okay, it was all completely useless. We just went into a cave instead. Okay, we have got more coal. To be honest, I want to kind of move out of this terrible base. There's no iron around this place for whatever reason. Right, we need to find either a monolith, which is probably not going to be found right away, or just a good cave for some iron, please. This is a good-looking cave. Oh, we do have iron. Okay, right, iron is in the game. For a second, I was getting scared it wasn't. Yeah, I'm guessing night's gonna fall again in just a sec, so, To be honest, we should probably make a little, you know what, yeah, let's make a little temporary base here. And why does a furnace look like that? That looks so cursed. But I'm glad we've got some iron, and with the furnace made, that's another item off of our base checklist. These are all the things we're going to need if we're going to be able to build a base on this monolith. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering if that's a spawner, it is. Apparently, we can actually get spawners in this version. Yeah, for now though, I guess it's time we, I don't know, make another base by the looks of things. Okay, that door's just gonna have to do. Okay, it's getting a bit lighter now. Honestly, there really is something quite satisfying about playing in this older version. I must admit, I was staring into the stars pretty much that entire night. Hello, door. We need to quickly get some food to heal, honestly, before we do anything. Pigs, apparently you have pork chops to give. Yep, that's right, I'm a hungry boy. And what do hungry boys need? Food, obviously. And honestly, it was actually surprisingly hard to get food for some reason. Like, well, pigs weren't dropping anything. You know, there's no apples falling from the trees. Sheep just seem to drop wool. Give me your meat! Give it to me! How is there no pork? Give me your bacon. Oh! Yes! Okay, wait, we actually did get some, finally. Give me your meat! Thank you. Oh, you know what? Let's... Oh! Okay, I guess we've made it back to our base. Well, I'm gonna plonk this furnace down so we can cook some of this delicious juicy meat. Oh, what? It can't stack. So can we only put one in at a time? Oh, that is very painful. Oh yes, baby, we got a steak. Wait, a steak from pork? This version is so weird. Oh, wait, it didn't drop with the furnace. Oh, what? Why didn't it drop with the furnace? Why did we put the furnace back down and it was lit and we don't... What? Is this like a lit furnace? And as it turns out, this furnace wasn't the only thing that was lit, because there was actually something else even more lit than this lit furnace. And can you guess what it is? That's right. It's the new Wenzo Blockheads plushie. Woo! That's right, guys, I have for the first ever time dropped a plushie. Now, let me give you some reasons as to why you need to buy one of these ASAP. Reason number one. Look how handsome this guy is, okay? Come on, he's so cute! Also, if you don't know who Clyde is, then you're lying, but this Wenzo plushie comes with Clyde, and not only that, but you can actually just stick Clyde on my head. That's right, you can put Clyde on my head where he belongs, because Clyde is the best thing ever in the history of everness. Okay, seriously, get yourself one of these if you're interested. They're cool. I honestly, I was actually kind of surprised at how big they were when I got it, but these things are massive. So if you're interested, make sure to pick one of them up. I've got the link in the pinned comment. I'm putting it on screen. You know what? No, 3 times. It's on the screen 3 times. And yeah, you can find it in the description, or as I said, the pinned comment. Anyways, now that's over. Let's get back to business. Because we need to find this monolith. We have had no luck at all right now. So let's do a little search around, I suppose. By the way, I'm guessing that's going to be the last time we see that base over there, so... Why does it have to get so dark? Okay, well, you know what? I will quickly hide away like a little baby. But while I do that, I am going to spend some time, well, researching how we could potentially find one of these monoliths. Because right now we're going around pretty aimlessly, and I think we need to have some idea of what we're looking for. Oh, I've done the same thing with the door again, haven't I? Right. It is research time. Hello, Minecraft Wiki. Minecraft Wiki monolith. Is there a monolith page? There is a monolith page. That's good. I didn't actually expect there to be a page for monoliths. Yeah, glitched areas that happened in Inf Dev and Alpha. We're not even in Alpha yet. We're in Inf Dev, which is even earlier. Let's see. They tended to generate around flattish terrain. Hello? We're in pretty flat terrain right now. We can even see in this picture up here that there's pretty flat terrain. Oh, we've got adverts. Of jelly beans. Oh, I'd like some jelly beans. But look, I'm seeing flat terrain here. Does that mean we've got to keep searching along flat terrain, I think. That sounds like our best bet right now. You know what? Maybe this door can make a cool transition for us this time. When we open this door, it's gonna be daytime. Morning, everyone. Right, we have a monolith to find. Honestly, I'll leave that door there. There's another base we have made, and we'll now proceed to abandon. Right, this land is looking pretty flat. Now, did we have any luck finding the monolith? Well, actually... No, No, of course we didn't. We somehow did another full circle back to the original base. And now I know what you're thinking. Wenzo, are you ever going to find this thing? Trust me, we are about to stumble on probably the biggest indicator of where we can find this monolith and how. But to be honest, even when we're back at our base, look what we managed to find. Oh my goodness! I mean, seriously, look, diamonds may seem small, but you have to realize that ores are so much rarer in this game. It took me forever to even find iron, and we need good gear because, look, to find this monolith, we're probably going to have to go tens, maybe even hundreds of thousands of blocks. And doing that with wool armor and stone tools, not a very safe idea. Oh, gold. Oh, iron as well. I can't lie, this is feeling pretty good right now. Oh, and before we leave this place, I also have kind of just realized something. Oh, you can put a mushroom on it. Okay, that was kind of a joke. And it's just another rare and illegal thing to add to our world and one day be able to flex off to everyone. But anyways, we do need to get back to finding this monolith now. First of all, we need to make sure we don't actually go in a giant circle. So I say, let's just go this way. Oh no. Uh-oh. This. Okay, this could be bad. This could be really bad, actually. Okay, hopefully we can avoid that area. But yes, there may be a big threat in this world that I haven't really told any of you about, and it could potentially ruin the challenge if we're not careful. Yes, what you just witnessed is something that unfortunately will not be the last time we see. It may not make a whole ton of sense right now, and that's because it honestly doesn't make much sense, put it that way. All I'll say for now is that it's called the jittering, which sounds super ominous, and that's actually because it is. It's, in fact, no, you know what? I'm not going to explain any more right now because soon you'll see. But put it this way, this is actually quite a serious problem. Let's get ourselves buried in here, and I want to do a little bit more research about the monolith. Minecraft dev monoliths, maybe someone on YouTube can tell us a bit more about them. 9 hours of walking to a massive monolith. 9 hours! That's how much people want to see these things. This is like the only video on the entirety of YouTube that's even found
So,
one.
full disclosure, I didn't discover this bug on my own. A user on Reddit by the name of Imported Socks made a video about the glitch and provided a download of the map. Had he not done that, I wouldn't be making this video, because I would have never been able to mess with the glitch for myself and extract the seed from the world. But here we are.
So, the only reason Ant Venom's even got one here is he didn't find it himself. It was just a map. So it's not even like one that he discovered. Oh no, so that means it's even less likely then. Look, these things must be so rare. It's not appearing anywhere. What? Okay, that's worrying. Let's wait for night to end. I guess we just keep going? Yeah, and honestly, doing some more research. I mean, research is never supposed to be a bad idea, but it was completely soul-crushing, I'll be honest. There wasn't a single, positive thing I saw online. Literally everything was just saying about how they either don't exist, or they're just unbelievably rare that they will literally take you years and years to find. I mean, some of this stuff I literally already knew, you know? I knew it took 6 years for the first ever monolith to be found. How did I not actually sink that into my brain when I started this? 6 years. Although I will say one thing, and that's that there was one interesting Reddit post I stumbled upon that it's the only thing I found that could actually potentially point us in the right direction. But I'm not really going to trust a post with barely any sort of interaction. You know, no one's really upvoted it or anything, which is never a good sign. But hey, maybe if we get desperate, this could perhaps point us to how we could find this monolith? Right, how do I make a bed to actually skip through this night as well? I'm so tired of waiting. I don't understand how to make a bed. Oh no. So it's not even a different crafting recipe. There actually is no beds in this version. And do you know what that means? Not only does it mean we can't skip through the nights, if we die, we spawn right back at the world spawner, right next to that base all the way over there. And I mean, if that happens, then we would basically have failed the challenge. You know, imagine we're 100,000 blocks away and all that work gets undone by one creeper, which could happen because there's no shields and we've only got wool armor. That's really bad news, actually. That is not what I wanted to hear. Right, well, I'll mark this base as the base of the sapling. I think that's the 4th base now we've made. Still not the base on top of that monolith, though. That's what we really need. We have a monolith to find. Is that... Oh, no. Is that an ocean? Oh, so I guess there are multiple biomes in this, then. There's an ocean biome, at least. Also, remember, we're going to want to keep an eye out for that weird little glitchy thing we saw earlier. We are travelers going over a land. Oh, that's some strange terrain. Don't think it's a monolith, though. Also, for this base, we're going to need to build a wheat farm. Oh! So we hoe the land to get seeds. Guys! Oh my god! No way! What? Are you serious? Look what I just found! Oh, that's actually not very clear, is it? Hang on. Let's reshoot that. I know it's corny, guys. I do try to do these like little subscribe bits in just really dumb ways. But genuinely, it actually helps out the channel so much. And what I'm trying to do at the moment is, as I mentioned, get the rarest world in the entirety of Minecraft, starting on the earliest version of Minecraft and each video working up the updates, basically, until eventually we'll be on the newest version of Minecraft. And if that's something you're interested in seeing, then make sure to subscribe. Not only does it help me, but it will actually tell YouTube that you want to watch more of these. And as a result, YouTube will show you more of these on your homepage, so, well, you won't ever risk potentially missing out on a crazy mission or a crazy journey. Again, it's absolutely optional, of course. You're not forced to. I definitely don't have a gun in my hand pointed to your head right now, so don't worry about that. But hey, if you do fancy dropping a sub, then please do so. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, anyways, I did see a Reddit post, and I want to read a bit more into this. This could help us find a monolith. Yeah, I found this thing. How to find monoliths. Easy step-by-step. Oh, wait, what's this? Most beautiful monolith generation. Oh, that is cool. That's cool, but it's probably fake. No one finds monoliths. Have you ever wanted to see a monolith? Maybe for its beauty, maybe because it is a great source of exposed coal. I will show you how to find it. Thanks, Glowiac2. Actually, only thank you if this works. If this doesn't work, then I hate you. Hate. But innocent till proven guilty, so love. But basically, what this thing's trying to say is there's a monolith finder? I mean, if there's one thing I know, is if something sounds too good to be true, then it probably is, right? But I don't know, it's saying that we might actually be able to find one of these things. And yeah, let's see if we can find one of these monoliths. If we don't, then I think we've got no other choice but to, well, check out that tool that potentially could get us a monolith, or, well, at least show us where one is, but I don't really know if I believe it. Oh no. Guys, okay, we need to back away from that area. Keep an eye out for any of that weird jittering action going on. That's what we really need to be scared of. Oh, it's coming nighttime again, isn't it? Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to investigate that Reddit post. Oh, we actually placed the door the right way around this time. Okay, this is a massive victory for the Wenzo community. Yeah, we had no other choice. Okay, we needed to go onto the Reddit post and kind of just hope whatever it was claiming or saying was actually true, and that we could actually potentially find this monolith. So it says this map displays how Minecraft versions blah 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 generate the world. So I guess like this, oh yeah, look, we can zoom. So this is the map we could use to see the world. And it's calculated by Rust. As in Rust the game? Ah, here we go. Here is the seed. So this is our world seed. Okay, so do I just what, paste that in here? Show seed? So if that's our world seed, then where's it saying a monolith is? In fact, where's it saying that we are? Position. So we are at -3,000, -44. So we can kind of see if this is right. Okay, so it's saying we should be -3,100 round about here. And then -44 would be there. Wait, no, there. Hang on, wait, what? Oh, we can't be there though. Because how could we be there? That doesn't make sense. And also, I'm not seeing any monoliths here. It says the monolith should be in bright red. Do you see any bright red? I don't see a single speck of bright red. Oh? Wait. What is that? That's bright red. Hang on. Around about these coordinates should be a monolith. Look, what else do we have to go off here? Like, it's telling us there's a monolith at minus 17,250 by 6,500. Do we just need to keep going in that direction then until we find it? Because I don't know if there's actually a monolith here. We are judging just this one website, which is probably not the most reliable source of information ever. But what other choice do we have? Seriously, I don't think we have another choice, do we? Okay, so we're just gonna have to hope and pray that is a monolith, aren't we? And we've got to go to minus 17,000. Well, look, there maybe is only a 1% chance that this website's actually legit and isn't just going to basically take us in the complete wrong direction. But look, that 1% chance is the best chance we have. So we need to go to this location and just pray that there genuinely is a monolith there. Because if there isn't, it sucks, but at least we tried. If there is, then we have done something that most people not only have never done, but probably weren't even aware was even possible. I mean, look, this structure, it took 6 years to be found. 6 years! And we're looking to try and find it in a matter of days. Oh, and if I sound a little bit different now, that's because between last time I was recording and now, I have somehow completely destroyed my ribs. Yeah, I don't know how, but I am now going to be in even more pain than I would have been already. Oh god, let's get back into this. I don't like how many mobs there are in this version, by the way. It's kind of terrifying knowing that we can't even respawn if we do die. Oh, I guess we keep going. Still got quite a few items we need to get along the way anyways. Gonna be really, really mad if there turns out not to be a monolith there. Okay, that should be fine, thanks. Oh no. Wait, back. Oh! It's doing the thing! Oh no. Get me out of here. But running into this again is worrying. And basically, look, I'll give you a very brief rundown for now. God, hang on, wait. Why are we stuck in it again? Okay, we need to go back to the chunks we've already loaded. We cannot go that way. The jittering is a very elusive and weird glitch that was only present in the oldest versions of Minecraft, just like the one we're playing right now. But the reason I'm so scared of it is because, well, I ran into this myself. When I was trying to test if this version even worked, yeah, I ran into this glitch multiple times, and each time it permanently locked me basically out of the world forever. Because if you go too far into the jittering, I'm not being over dramatic when I say you can never get out. You will be there forever. And when I researched a little bit more online, it seems that this glitch, well, it seems that I wasn't the only one who had lost worlds. Oh yeah, look, this person lost their entire world. It actually stuttered them under the map. What? Some people genuinely lost, like, years worth of work to this. And I'm certainly not going to be happy if we get close to a monolith and then we get caught in this thing. No one even knows why this happened. Genuinely, this is the most, like, mysterious thing I've ever found, like, on my own in Minecraft. No one has ever found an answer for this. It just randomly happened one day and then it stopped in the newer versions. But no one knows why. Nobody on Reddit, no YouTube videos, and not even the wiki itself can explain this. So we just need to avoid the jittering at all costs, because genuinely, not trying to be over dramatic, so I make this video more intense, but seriously, we could lose everything with the jittering. Yeah. Don't want that to happen. I do like exploring this world though. The terrain here is cool. I don't know, there's flatland there. I guess we might as well check it out just in case we do find a monolith even quicker. I guess also, if we're on the lookout for iron for armor, we should also get some iron for minecart rails. I think having some faster transport just for the base would be really nice. I promise you guys, if you guys think you can't see anything, believe me. Hey. No spawn point, Wenzo. Okay, I almost forgot that there's no spawn point at all. Maybe we need to be a little bit more careful with the mining. Hey, but honestly, we've got some pretty swanky upgrades now. Very nice. Celebration Daz. Woo! Right, let's just walk for the entirety of this day and basically see how much distance we make up by the end of it. Because we were around about 3,000 blocks in. Let's see, one full day of walking. Could we get to 5,000 blocks? Oh yeah, and let's watch out for the jittering. Forgot about that. That will be a big problem. Look at this terrain, dude. This is I genuinely, I like some of the terrain in this new version. Like, the caves are a lot worse. And to be honest, I wish there were more biomes. But, like, when do you see this? Like, just big, like, mounds with tunnels in them? You don't see that in normal Minecraft anymore. It's too realistic. This whole area is cool. Genuinely, there's something about this terrain generation. It's not just nostalgia either. That's just like, I don't know, it's nice. It's just so simple. I did catch a stuttering though there. I'm hoping that was just maybe a frame drop rather than, well, then you know what. And of course, a base wouldn't be complete without our trademark door. Nice. Oh, and by the way, let's quickly see how far we made it. We made it. Oh, wait, what? Wait, we've made it 6,005. Okay, wait, we've actually made a ton of distance then. Hang on. Yeah, I can't lie. I did not expect us to have made it that far in just one day. Actually, we're genuinely traveling quite fast despite not being able to sprint. Now, of course, the big fear is, well, running into more of the jittering because that could certainly slow us down and, force us to delete the world and start again. And yeah, I don't know. It does feel like we're really getting, you know, kind of getting our grips with this old version. It is different. It is weird. It is strange. And it is, well, you know what? It is just weird and strange, basically. But it's actually quite fun. I'm enjoying it. And we're kind of getting used to it now. Like, hello, look at us. That was the worst voice line I've ever done in my life. What is wrong with you, Wenzo? Mushrooms are also weird in this, actually. Look, like, some of them just spawn already broken. This version's just weird. I don't know what to think of it. We still got some items we need to collect. We actually still need to find a dungeon because we are going to be getting a spawner, remember. That is still not, like, I have not forgotten about that. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I know how to get it, which is worrying, but I think I may have an idea. You know, every time I get a little shred of hope, it kind of gets ripped down because I remember that the directions we're following are off of just some really random website that was posted on Reddit with like one upvote or something. So I do need to remember that, you know, there is a very, very high chance there's not even going to be a monolith at this destination. But still don't think we have another choice, so, you know, we might as well keep going. We got to be around like 8,000 blocks out now, right? Surely. But still a bit scared of the jittering, because that happens the further out you go, it seems. Okay, right. The night is closing in, and I just went into a little pocket. In fact, I'm going to mark it here. Past this area, we seem to have more jittering issues. I really wish torches illuminated a little bit more in this version, because they really don't do anything, do they? Hello, zombie. Feathers. That's a memory unlocked. Yeah, obsidian, of course, is something, well, pretty important for us because, hey, who doesn't have a nether portal in their base? You know, that is a requirement of a base. So yeah, of course, we went and got basically a ton of obsidian. Well, I say a ton, as much as we need for a portal, because one day we're going to want to go to the nether. Okay, right, that 14, I'm pretty sure that's enough to make a full nether portal. Let's see, we are in... Oh my goodness, wait, we are at nearly minus 10,000. I did not realize we were that close. That is a bigger number than I expected. 10,000 blocks. Well, technically, I guess even more. Honestly, making it this far, like, I thought this would be harder than it has been. We've honestly, I don't know, it doesn't feel like this is too bad at the moment. But of course, if you know a Wenzo video, you know that things never stay very positive for long. We'll let it get tonight, and if it gets tonight and we still haven't, well, gotten over there, which I don't think we'll be able to in just one day, then I'm going to try and get diamonds. And when I say diamonds, I mean full diamond armor without going underground. I'm pretty sure I have a method. The fact that we are already over 10,000 blocks out, though, is insane. We could genuinely be about to find the structure that took 6 years to find. And for us, it will have really not been anywhere near that long. Oh god, it's looking an awful lot like it's about to become nighttime. Okay, great, awesome sauce. Just what I did not want. Wish I could just fake it. That'd be easier. Oh no. Guys. How do I get out of here? I just jumped into it this time. Hang on. I'm trying to move. I promise you, I'm trying to move as much as I can right now. We're still able to move a tiny bit. Please let me get up here. Please let me get up here. Oh no, we really need to do this before it turns to night. Okay. Well, it was kind of cool terrain. We're not going to be going into it though. I can't lie. The further we're going and the more we're like loading in and exploring this world, the more jittering there seems to be. And we have been real lucky. You know, we've had a couple. Oh, I guess I'm having my own jittering in my voice there. What on earth? We've of course had a couple of pretty close calls, but thankfully we have yet to, well, fall into a jitter so bad that we lose the world. We've managed to stay just on the very edge of these jitter zones, and we've managed to escape before the jitter surrounds us completely, which, as we know, will lose us the world. But it's really worrying. And look, like the more we're exploring as well, take a look at some of this like terrain. It doesn't look right. It looks cool. It looks sick, actually. I really like it. But it doesn't look right, and it almost feels as if this like sliced and corrupted terrain is, you know, potentially causing some of the jittering, which A, makes me worry because the further out we go and the more we travel, the more corrupt this terrain seems to be getting and the more jitters we seem to be experiencing. I mean, remember at the start, we literally didn't experience any. But number two, well, we're literally trying to find the most glitched terrain of all. We're trying to find a monolith, which is kind of scary. Because what if monoliths are actually potentially like a core of this jittering? And I know that sounds super weird and kind of like, no, that won't be the case. But seriously, I started looking online and, well, to my, what's a good word? To my despair, it seems I'm not the only one that had kind of come up with this theory. It almost seems as if the monoliths are maybe the cause of the jittering. The last thing we want is to find the monolith, and then when we try to go and build our base on it, get stuck and lose the world. That might be one of the most heartbreaking things I'll ever go through. Even more so than when I got dumped at my year 6 disco, okay? I mean, of course, I still hit the dance floor and hit the grooves, but I had tears streaming down my face at the same time. My God, poor little Wenzo. He's been through it all, hasn't he? Ah, perfect. We've got our first explosive of this world. Why is that one of the, like, top priority things I end up getting? What is wrong with you? Tell you what, we have got to be quite far, though, through now, right? Like, seriously, I would guess we're probably, like, maybe 5,000-6,000 blocks away, max. There's so many mobs at night in this version, it's completely impossible to survive since we just cannot sprint. And let's quickly dig ourselves a bit of a space, because this is going to be where we can try and get our diamonds that we need for, well, for better armor, to be honest, and also some better tools. Yeah, if you can't tell, we are basically, trying to do a duplication glitch. And look, I know what you're thinking. Wenzo, you can't do a duplication glitch. Actually, no, sorry, that was a rude voice. You guys probably sound more like, yo, Wenzo, you can't be doing a duplication glitch, my guy. And to that, I say, fair enough, but not really fair enough. This is the oldest version of Minecraft. If there's glitches in these versions, I am going to use them. Look, I just want to be able to try out everything there is in these new versions, whether it's intended features or just, you know, some slightly less intended features. Plus, anyways, I messed it up completely and... Oh, would you look at that? We duplicated the diamond. Where's the other one gone? Did we accidentally just collect it? Oh no, did we do something we shouldn't have done? Yeah, turns out I'm not very good at duplicating. Right, onwards we go. And I guess if we see any creepers, we could do with a bit more gunpowder. Oh, why can't we sprint? I always forget that we can't sprint. It just makes it so much longer. Uh-oh. I did see some jittering just there. And those sheep are on the floor. I'm not going that way. Yeah, we are getting really, really close to this monolith now. We're genuinely about, 6,000, 7,000 blocks away. And we know the direction of, well, where it's supposed to be. Again, it could turn out that it just leads to a normal patch of land, in which case I think I might cry. But the main things that stand in our way are, well, it's going to be the jitter. The jitter... Man, it's terrifying. Look, we just kept moving, okay? We experienced multiple jitters. I'm not going to try and hide them. Things that were looking like the world was just getting more jittery and corrupted by the second. Right, that sheep's looking pretty jitter-free. We'll go to him. Honestly, using the animals as like jitter-free checkpoints, probably the best strategy in the world. I mean, I might be the biggest genius of all time coming up with that. Look at that. That is definitely a jitter zone over there. And yep, of course we failed another duplication glitch. No surprises there. But the good news is that we checked our location, and I mean, look, we're only a matter of a few thousand blocks away, really. I mean, 3,000 blocks on the x-axis, 5,000 on the y. It sounds like a lot, but when you consider we're going like 2, 3, 4,000 blocks within a day, and we can go diagonally, so we cut into both of those, we might only be 1 to 2 days maximum away from finding this monolith. And of course, that is assuming that we weren't completely lied to by the website, but hey, it's great news. So, we basically got 2 missions. I really want these diamonds to get duplicated. But B, we are getting seriously close to finding this monolith. Hopefully. Please don't be a lie, suspicious website. Let's see. Position. Yeah, oh my goodness. We're like a matter of a few thousand blocks away from this monolith. Or, I guess, I know it's only a supposed monolith, but it's still the best shot we have. So I'm just going to pretend it's guaranteed, at least for now. Because trust me, if there is not a monolith here, well, I'm probably going to cry. This world is going to be very, very strange once we reach the final version. I mean, to be honest, I can't even possibly fathom the amount of things I have planned for us to do during this journey. But it all starts by finding the rarest structure in the history of the game. And we've still not seen any sign of it. Like, here, let me play a quick clip of us spawning into this world, okay? And look how normal the terrain was then. Okay, look at it now. I swear that sheep was just a pig. God, I don't know if I'm genuinely going mental or if this game is just breaking more and more by the second. Feels like my frames are going a bit weirdly, actually. Something does feel a little off. Like at this point, even if we didn't find a monolith, which we are going to find one, but even if we didn't, I've already spotted like a million other places we could go. Ooh. Those pigs are in the jittering, aren't they? Oh no, look at that. We need to quickly locate where this is. Look at that, these pigs are not loading in. They're completely stuck. There it is. Yep, there it is. There is the jittering. Oh no, they're in the jittering too. Wait, this thing's everywhere. Uh-oh. I mean, that sheep's safe. I guess we go back up here. Oh no. Yeah, I'm starting to get the feeling that I think we're getting close because this entire area seems to be in the jittering. That's not good. It's completely blocking off our path. Hopefully we can just go around. Yeah, this is what's kind of worrying me now, is that not only are we finding, of course, more and more jitterings, but it's no longer a case of just like one like bad chunk. It's multiple. Not only are we finding more of the jittering, but it seems that the jittering is actually growing, almost spreading, infecting? I don't know. I mean, look, put aside all of these dramatic words, this is not good news. Not in the slightest. To be honest, it almost felt like we were destined to fall into one of these at some point. Why is there's no mob spawning here at all. My game is the frames are going a little bit I don't even know how to explain, rigid almost? I don't know, something feels, maybe I'm just making it all up in my head. Why couldn't I have just tried to... Oh no. I see jittering right there. The pigs aren't jittering, but that sheep over there certainly was. Oh jeez, yeah, look at all of them. They're completely broken over there. We have to tread so carefully. Honestly, I'm not even joking. I reckon by the end of the day, we're probably going to be within 1,000 or 2,000 blocks. Meaning, we're probably only 1, maybe 2 days away from completing this. Let's get some sand so we can do that duplication method. This might be the last base we make. Well, I think this would be base 10 or so. And I mean, since it's potentially our last base, I think we all know it would be wrong not to give it our classic touch. A door. Perfect. Yep, that's right. I mean, we hadn't had a whole ton of good news recently, but hey, this time we actually managed to complete the duplication glitch. Finally. I don't know how it took me so long. It's actually a really easy glitch. I'm just a complete idiot. Being serious, take a look at this, okay? We are scarily close to this monolith, and therefore technically scarily close to having the rarest base in the game, and, you know, I guess even more impressively, finding a structure that is supposed to take 6 years to find. Most ironically found the rarest structure in the history of Minecraft. Now, before we do find it, well, I do want to get ourselves that spawner real quick. And of course, any good bases need farms. And what would be a better farm than a farm that's literally powered by a spawner? But we do first need to find a dungeon. And I'm not quite seeing one. Let's just hope also that we do not run into the jittering. Now, yeah, of course, we still needed the spawner, but you can't just really go and like hope to find them here because they're really rare in these versions. So I kind of did something that I think is kind of smart, to be honest. I basically duplicated the world and then I threw it into a newer version of Minecraft, which actually had spectator mode because this version literally only has survival. And I went looking around for one, found a close by spawner. For some reason, it was a pig spawner. Oh, okay. As we'll find out, it wasn't actually a pig spawner. But at least now I kind of knew where to look if we wanted to find the spawner. We just had to get there in survival and hope it would still be there on our current version. We're looking for that little wall of coal. Is that it over there? Aha, okay, here we go. So, there should be a spawner, like, directly down here somewhere? We cannot die here. My god, imagine if we died here and just lost all the progress we made. Sounds like it's got to be down here. Yep. That is the start of the spawner, if I'm not mistaken. Let's first, I guess, quickly see what... Oh! Okay, it's not a pig spawner anymore. That's for certain. It's, of course, it's got to be a skeleton spawner. Ooh, hello. Yeah, right. So, under any normal circumstance, we'd just try and disable it with the torches. Not too sure if we can actually do that in this version. Let's quickly see, but even if we can, it might not matter too much. Got one there. Okay, and can we get the last torch round at the back? Right, torches everywhere there then, and I'm not going to be letting any more skeletons through, thank you. Okay, so to keep a long story short, you may be questioning, what are you doing, Wenzo? This is not going to work. This is the dumbest thing you've ever done. Don't mine it. Nope, not in InfDev. In InfDev, we can casually mine and pick up a monster spawner. Yep. Well, farewell, guys. Was lovely getting to know you all, but I'm about to walk out of here with my spawner and, well, finally find the monolith. So, yeah, I'll see you guys all in a bit. And peace out. God, those skeletons must think I'm so cool with my own outro music. With the spawner finally collected, it's just time to get back to traveling. I don't know what else to say apart from we just need to move. We're so close to having the rarest base in the whole of Minecraft. We just need to get there. Oh, and of course not die. I did forget about that. We do also have to not die, but yes, we are seriously getting very close to doing something that, honestly, at the start of this video, I wasn't sure if it was even going to be possible. Yeah, the biggest thing that stands in the way of us now is probably the jittering. So hopefully we don't come across that. Oh, okay. I genuinely think that today is the day. Let's see, we are at... We're almost right there. Unless the jittering gets in our way, I think today is genuinely the day. Let's do it. Let's go.
I'm so excited.
Oh, sorry, I'm going nuts. I'm terrified. Do you know how much of a flex having a base on a structure that most people don't even know ever existed is? Because believe me, look at my arms. Okay, would I be doing this if it wasn't a serious flex? This is going to be flex of the century. Might even be able to make Chief and Miles cry tears of pure sadness and jealousy with this. I mean, hang on, what's a heroic reason? Ah, yes, because I want to get the rarest base in the game. Definitely not doing it so I can taste the salty tears of my enemies. Oh my god, get me out. Get me out. Yep, not going that direction. Shoot, or that direction. Wait, what? It's all around me. Safe here. Safe here. What about over here, though? Not safe there. Okay, I think we narrowly avoided that bit of the jittering because those sheep over there look alright. Ah, hey guys, you look safe. Oh my god, look how like spiky the terrain is. I definitely feel like this world is definitely just gets more corrupted and like dangerous as you know, as we explore even more. Because like, look how much we run into the jittering now. Dude, genuinely, like, at any minute now, we could honestly see the monolith like over this hill. I'm not even kidding. It could be over this hill. Like, 2,000 blocks or 1,000 blocks or however long we have left sounds like a lot. It isn't. It really isn't. Yes, through blood, sweat, and tears, we were basically here. Just over this hill should be the monolith. You know, only the thing we have spent hours, well, it's been days at this point, I'll be honest. This recording wasn't just done over a few hours, this was over days. But no, genuinely, I was super excited and determined for this, and I've been wanting to try and find this monolith ever since I basically found out about them. So honestly, it felt quite surreal that we were about to stumble upon one. Finally! I'm not tested, it's actually seeing a monolith. That's not so easy or possible. Although I don't see one here. I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of expecting to see a monolith over this hill. Maybe over the next one we'll see it. Dude, look, literally no monolith in sight. That's not a monolith, that's a mountain. Oh man, I thought we'd have seen one by now. Look, there's a giant ocean. When did it say anything about there being a giant ocean? Weren't we supposed to have found it by now? I'm staying hopeful. But I'm not necessarily feeling too hopeful. And dude, no. No monolith, just an ocean. Let's check our coordinates and see what they look like on the map. I'm saving and exiting again, by the way. I don't care. I'm not taking risks. And now, obviously, you know, being a human, my first instinct was to blame someone else, aka that Reddit post in the website. You know, I assumed they had just kind of lied, because the monolith should be here, right? Yeah, you know, like I checked everything the entire time. You know, I've been tracking the coordinates. I've been making sure we're going in the right direction. How come the monolith wasn't here? You know, the only explanation was that the website, it either lied to us or at the very least, it just didn't work. But that's not what happened. As it turned out, and I'm a little bit embarrassed to say this, but I am an idiot! Take a look at this, take a look at these coordinates, okay? Now, we're going to quickly match them to the coordinates on the website. We went on the wrong direction on the Z-axis. What? Look, we should have gone positive. We went negative like an idiot for no reason at all, and basically, we just went in the complete wrong direction. Now, the good news is that we did go on the right direction on the x-axis. So simply, we just need to 180 and start going the other way. But my god, I don't understand how I do these sorts of things. Dodge and weave the mobs, dodge and weave the mobs. And please no jittering. That's my biggest ask of you here, Minecraft. Tell you what, if we weren't looking for a monolith, I know where I'd be building my base. Jeez. That's incredible. Okay, we've made it back to minus 3,000. But we do need to get to 6,500. So we still got like 10,000 blocks to go. Still got our trusty spawner, just checking. Cannot wait to put that down in our base. Yeah. Okay, minus 2,000 now. Tell you what though, at least there's no phantoms, because imagine phantoms and how bad they'd be in a Minecraft version that doesn't have beds. There really is something about this terrain that has completely surprised me. I really like it. How far are we right now? I've got to check. Oh my god, yeah, look at that. We're basically at Y0 right now. I mean, we're like 6,000 blocks off now. But if we, I mean, theoretically, if we went just down here, we would probably reach our very OG base. Base number 1. At first, we couldn't escape it. But now, yeah, I don't know, the feeling of comfort and familiarity, yeah, I don't know, it sounds quite nice right about now. But look, we're moving on to a monolith. Dude, and is it just me, or are we getting really lucky with not running into the jittering right now? I do not want to speak too soon, but we've not ran into it for a little while here. That pig's just taking himself on a water slide. Oh, that looks lit, actually. Let's get in there. Oh, yeah. Woo, this is so much fun. Oh, God, another big ocean. How close are we now? Yeah. Oh, we've done another 1,200 blocks. That's actually really quite good. We'll definitely take that. I have been looking forward to finding this thing for so long. Oh, my goodness. We have made it so far. Okay, where are we now? 3,435. We're 3,000 blocks away. We are literally 3,000 blocks away. Oh, I'm scared it's not going to be there. I'm scared that the monolith does not exist. Yeah, look at that. I mean, we're 2,000 blocks off. Maybe not even that. As in, I think once we get past the night, then I think that's the day it happens. And this time, we know we're actually in the right place. Yep, we were approaching. There's no doubt about that. The monolith should be with us, you know, in a matter of hundreds of blocks now. So that means now is the time for our classic reflective moment within the video. Genuinely, you know, I'm just going to keep this short. This has been a ton of fun, okay? Playing on the oldest and most stripped back version of Minecraft, not really what I was expecting to be doing, you know, like a few weeks ago. But now, honestly, I'm so glad I decided to do it. Like, I hope it's something you guys enjoy as well, because I know it's an older version of Minecraft. It's a bit different. And if this goes well, then we are going to be upgrading versions, but we'll still be on older versions for, you know, a little bit of time. I may well be doing other videos in between on like newer versions or different stuff, of course, but I don't know. I've loved playing on this old version and just seeing all of the broken things, kind of exploiting the game, but then at the same time working towards something unbelievably cool. It's been a great time, put it that way. And if you've ever been tempted to, you know, go just try and play an older version of Minecraft, then hey, I would urge you just to try and mess with old versions. You never know. You might have more fun than you think. Oh no. They're jittering here too. Okay, he's not jittering, but right there, the jitter zone is. Oh god. But dude, look, every single one of them over there is jittering. That's a big jitter zone. I did have this fear that the closer we get, the more jittering we may witness. But now we're actually having to potentially be faced with that, which is a lot scarier than just thinking it. We can't take a single step without purpose. You know what? I'm not even going to check where we are now, because we know we're going to be close. We know we should run into it any moment. And that means we know if we don't run into it any moment, then I think we were probably lied to. But I remain hopeful, and I remain handsome. Don't know what that's got to do with anything. It's also a massive lie. What up, sheep? What up? Any monolith over here? Oh man, I feel like we really should be seeing a ginormous, well, just chunk of land extruded out of the floor. Really any minute now. I'm getting a little worried that we haven't seen it just yet. Yo, please don't let it get to the end of the day and we still not found it. Well, if that happens, I genuinely don't think it is here. We really should find this today. Oh? Ah, no, I thought the top of that cloud was like a really tall bit of land. I thought we'd found it. I don't know whether to get excited or not. I feel like I should be excited for this, but I'm so terrified that we're just going to get led to a big patch of nothing. Realistically, we should see this monolith within... Well, really? We should be seeing it now. I feel like it's going to be on this side, right? Or is it because we weren't... I don't know which side it's going to be on. I don't care either. I just want to see it. I just want to see a big, tall, ginormous monolith of land because I'll know exactly what it is. And the coolest part is I'll probably be one of, if not the only person I know that's ever been to one of these, one of these structures. Okay, is that... Oh my god, okay. Is that just simply a visual glitch, or could it be like a chunk of land? I am 99.9999% sure that's the monolith we're looking for. No way. Hang on. I've got to check the coordinates. Where are we? Yeah, it would make sense that that's it. It's probably 300, 400 blocks away. I think that's got to be the right place. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look how big it is. Are you serious? Look how big this thing is. Wait, it's not even all rendered in. It's still rendering in. No. What? It's still rendering. This thing's it's still rendering! I have never, ever seen anything like this. How is it still... We've not even rendered it all in. This is bigger than any monolith I've even seen in the example videos. Look how big this is! We have found it! That website was genuinely true. And we're not jittering at the moment. Oh my god. I've got to get on top of here. Wait, what? Hang on. But first, we can literally see bedrock. How can we see bedrock here? There's bedrock at, like, normal standing level. How? What? What? Okay, I need to be very careful. What? This is hands down the most insane thing I've ever seen in Minecraft. Why? It's all void under here. I had not seen this in any of the videos. The bedrock floor is actually raised with it. Now, do not click off the video. I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit around for ages watching me. I'm just going to quickly show you the things we've implemented because I think it's really cool. Wait, this is another gap of terrain. We could... Oh. How did we not die? But no, we built an awesome chest system. You know, I'm kind of thinking of making this monolith into like a little, like, almost like a city. Like, I want it to look dystopian and cool. Not only that, but we made a little farming area, which was pretty cool. I don't want it to look like a normal base. I want this place to really just be completely different. You know, part of having the rarest world, I believe, is, you know, not just cool things from earlier versions of the game, but actually putting in effort to making sure that the world looks nothing like what anyone else's does. I built a couple little pods here. The top one is going to be for the bedroom. The bottom two are going to be for the other 2 dimensions. That's right. We are at some point going to move an end portal into the base. The railways are eventually going to become an entire, like, train or subway, like, metro sort of system throughout the entire monolith. I cannot forget about the pig death tower. Yep, if we're ever in need of pork chops, we could get them here. And one of the coolest of all is, well, you know, maybe I may have gone a little bit overboard with the decoration for this area, but I just added a cove of a couple of the, you know, sort of rare and illegal blocks. Like, there isn't many in this version simply due to the fact that, well, it's such an early version, there's barely any blocks in the game as it is. But the things that we do have is a full block chest, and then, of course, we've got the lit furnace. But no, seriously, like, the monolith is crazy cool. The base is awesome because it lays out the foundations for what this world is going to be, and we're going to make sure it's something unlike what we've ever seen done before. Genuinely, this has been so much fun. I've loved playing through the old versions of Minecraft. I've never played this version ever in my life until now. And this series, this entire adventure, this is going to be one of a kind. Because believe me, we're going to be doing things that have simply never been done before. And I couldn't be any more excited. Oh, and before you watch the next video, please make sure to check out my Blockheads plushie. You can click on the screen here or go down to the pinned comment. Seriously, I'm really proud of this product. And best of all, you get your very own Clyde when you buy one of these. So make sure to check it out below. Oh, I can't believe we actually found the monolith.